Hey everybody, I am just coming to my own conclusion. I've already filmed this once, but I decided to do some more testing. I am actually testing the differences between ultramarine blue and French ultramarine blue because I had seen where French ultramarine, this is on Daniel Smith's website, that French ultramarine leans more towards a redder shade and ultramarine blue leans more towards green. So I can kind of see a little bit where the French ultramarine does look a little bit more purpley, and this just looks more like a true blue. But I thought maybe that it might come out in the mixes, and it did a little bit. So I did some mixing on my own with some different colors and see how they compared. I had, at first I tested them, you know, in wet on wet, and I've seen little differences. So I did it on that, and I did it on that. I really didn't see much difference. I thought, well, you know, maybe this is the French ultramarine blue and this is the ultramarine blue. Maybe it depends on how wet I have my paper. Maybe I didn't let my paper dry long enough. So I figured that, you know, there'd be more difference in this than there was, but you know, I think that they're really close. So I did some mixes. I mixed French ultramarine blue with Hansa yellow medium and ultramarine blue with Hansa yellow medium. Both pretty colors. You know, I can't say I got the exact amount in each one, but I tried to get them as close as I could. This was a little bit darker, and I can see a little bit more granulation with the French ultramarine blue in all cases. So here's it mixed with Opera Rose, and I tried several different brands. And I did notice that the French ultramarine did granulate a little bit more. Not enough, though. Here is some mixes that I did. I think this was with Bordeaux. This French ultramarine and ultramarine. And this is with, can't remember, I didn't write them on there. And this is with Opera Rose again. And I did notice some more granulation with the Opera Rose. And this is Opera Rose with French ultramarine. And this is ultramarine. So this is with lemon yellow. And the French ultramarine granulated more. Here's with quinacridone rose, French ultramarine and ultramarine. And I can see a little bit more granulation with the French ultramarine. Here is with transparent brown oxide to get neutrals. I got ultramarine, got a nice gray and a nice dark, and the French ultramarine got a nice gray and got a nice dark. I just pulled that out of there. That was my own, but you know, there is a little bit more of a dark speckling with the French ultramarine than there is with the ultramarine. So it depends if you like that. And here it is with the alizarin crimson. And with the French ultramarine, I am noticing a little bit more granulation. And here it is with Bordeaux, French Ultramarine, and Ultramarine. So, you will get a little bit more granulation with the French Ultramarine than you do, but here is the difference on the dot cards. There is just not a whole lot of difference in color. I can see where maybe the French Ultramarine may be a little bit more purpley, which means it has more red in it. But French Ultramarine is more money, but they're both excellent light fast, medium staining, and granulating colors, and they're both transparent. So, if you have Ultramarine, I don't know if I would get French Ultramarine, because Ultramarine is very pretty on its own. So, that's my testing and my conclusions. You do your testing. Let me know in the comments below what you came up with. If you come up with the same thing that I did. You know, I mean, I came up with some really pretty mixes with both of them. And, you know, I think that, you know, either one of them would work. I had several brands of both Ultramarine and French Ultramarine. So, I don't think I'm going to need to be buying any in the future. So, let me know in the comments below. If you like videos like this, leave me a comment below and give me a thumbs up and subscribe to my channel. And see you next time. Bye. Hey guys, just some final thoughts with you. After doing all these tests and seeing not a whole lot of difference between the two, French Ultramarine and Ultramarine, I have decided that I do like French Ultramarine just a little bit more. I just feel like it has a little bit more granulation and could achieve some really cool effects. I'm glad I've got both. So they, in a tube, 15 milliliter tube, they will last a long time. And I did a Phthalo mix with French Ultramarine and Ultramarine with Quin Gold. And I really like how the French Ultramarine turned out. So, in conclusion, I will get French Ultramarine. So, like and subscribe, guys. Thanks.